marijuana. It makes audiences go, woo. But have we considered how legalizing it will affect our nation's most vulnerable citizens? Al Madrigal has more.
Marijuana advocate Robert Platshorn is on a mission to convince our legislators to legalize medicinal pot. And he's starting with the most impressionable among us, our bubbies.
The Silver Tour teaches seniors the benefits of medical marijuana.
And old people are buying all of this.
Almost 100%. It treats arthritis, Alzheimer's, glaucoma. Montel Williams has been preaching for a long time that that's what gets him up and enables him to
Let's not drag Montel Williams into this, okay?
I hope you enjoyed that little segment from The Daily Show. It reached millions of Americans with a really important message. And that capped off a banner year for the Silver Tour. Early in 2012, CNN Money visited a live Silver Tour show and then told the world about our tremendous success educating seniors about medical marijuana. Newsweek's Daily Beast told our story to millions on the web, and the Wall Street Journal put the Silver Tour right on their front page. In fact, a newspaper in Paris ran that Wall Street Journal story on their front page. And Australia's TV7 featured the Silver Tour on the country's #1 television show, Sunday Prime. But better than all of that, with your help, we were able to produce the most amazing television show called Should Grandma Smoke Pot? People around the world learned the truth about cannabis from our grandma. The show's been called the secret weapon that can legalize marijuana. People across the country now talk to seniors, talk to them about marijuana, and the pace of change has accelerated. 2012 has been just an amazing year. Colorado and Washington State have legalized cannabis across the board for adults. 18 states now have legal medical marijuana, and several more are considering new laws. In fact, there are now 2 states that are talking about passing full legalization by legislative process. A great deal more is going to happen in 2013, and our TV show is going to be in the forefront of earning the senior vote, the vote that's so important to end cannabis prohibition once and for all. But there are also some bad news this year. After 30 years in federal prison for importing marijuana, and after earning an early discharge from my parole, the U.S. Parole Commission decided that they didn't care for my work. So they ordered me back on parole. In fact, they informed my lawyer that I would no longer be permitted to travel to promote the legalization of cannabis. They may have stopped me, but I guarantee you they can't stop my grandma. She's going to finish the job. So here's the plan for 2013. I want to air Grandma every day for 90 days on commercial television stations in as many cities as funds allow. Sound expensive? Not really. It's the least expensive and quickest way to educate the mainstream. If you've read my book, Black Tuna Diaries, you know I'm an old infomercial producer. I can buy half-hour slots on good television stations for as little as $50 up to about $250. For the cost of just defending one marijuana case, we can run Grandma 15 or 20 times and educate 1 million people. Our first project is to educate lawmakers in our nation's capital by airing Should Grandma Smoke Pot in the D.C. area every day for 3 months. Those shows will also be seen in parts of Maryland and Virginia. We're going to reach every government employee. Next, Grandma's going to air in Central and Northern Florida to educate seniors in support of 2 initiatives that are now in Tallahassee for medical marijuana. These shows will also be seen in parts of Georgia, Alabama, and Louisiana. With enough support from you, Grandma can air everywhere, even on network television. Each week, I get about 100 emails and letters from folks who've seen the show. Most of them fall into two categories. Number one are thank you for grandma letters. They say things like, my mom has cancer or MS or suffers from Crohn's, and I've tried for years to get her to try marijuana, and she has always refused. Then she saw your show, and she saw other people like her who actually use it for medicine. Now she decided to try it. She's feeling better, and she was able to eliminate half of the expensive medications that were doing more harm than they were good. The other type of emails I get are much more disturbing. They're from parents, friends, spouses of the 800,000 Americans who are serving time in our prisons for nothing more than a plant. In fact, the most important plant that God ever put on the face of the earth. Those people plead for advice. Please, Bobby, tell me how to get my son, how to get my father out of prison. Unfortunately, there is only one way to bring those people home, and that's to change the law. Petitions have no legal value. Letters to congressmen, judges, even to the President of the United States will not bring anybody home. They can't. We have to change the law. Let's make 2013 the year that we free the prisoners. With your support, the Silver Tour will continue making a difference. Together, we can change the law in less time than you think. Please, help put Grandma on television everywhere. Go to thesilvertour.org and become a Silver Tour member, or just become a supporter. You can even do it anonymously if you like. Let's not lose our hard-earned momentum. Help me finish the job in 2013. Thank you so much for supporting the Silver Tour. On behalf of myself and all the people who work so hard to make Grandma a success, I want to wish you all long life, a happy and a healthy new year. God bless and much love.